What's up, you guys? We're here back at the shop. I got a deck profile for you, and we just covered the purple Luffy deck. The editor had a great idea, and we're going to start doing deck profile Fridays. So as long as I have decks on hand, new idea, we will be posting them on Friday. It probably won't be every single Friday, but it will be most of the Fridays. So we're going to cover today the blue Doflamingo deck. But before we start, make sure to sub and like the video. All right, you guys, so of course we have to max out our deck. So this is a max rarity deck profile, as we like to do on the channel. And this is the best leader for me in the game. It creates the most advantage. It has some difficult matchups, just like every deck does, but I think it has like a 65% win rate against the whole meta. So beautiful alt art. I think this is in the 300s, I believe. Don't quote me on that, but great card. It's just, like I said, it's a resource monster. And paired with Teach, it's broken. So let's get into deck. So the overall best cards in the deck are, will really make the deck function, are the 4 Jinbes and the 4 Teach, right? So these cards really make the deck do what it needed to do to compete. Of course, the leader's always been good because it is a resource monster. Being able to just get across the top of your deck for just 3 down cost. So like I said, we're not trying to just focus too much on resources, which the deck is really good at because of Weevil and Gecko, which we'll get into. But the deck now has a very efficient way of spamming the board. And just to give you some math, so on your 3-Don, right? So most decks on the 3-Don cannot operate like this deck does. So on your 3, you're going to drop Teach. Teach is going to put a card top of your deck, which is now, you know, what you're going to hit off your leader. And then, so whatever you're going to hit would most likely, hopefully, be the Jinbe. So this is 2 bodies, and then Jinbe's effect will activate, and you'll have your 3rd body. So on 3-Don, you have three bodies on the field. So that's why your leader's usually at 5 life during the game, because your opponent's always trying to go at your board because you're going so wide. And this game is a game of monsters or creatures, like I like to tell people. So keep that in mind. So Teach and Jinbe are the heart of the deck. So we'll go past on that. And then now we have the resource management of the deck, which is the 4 Geckos and the 4 Weevils. So this is resource management. This draws a card. This adds a blue card that is a cost of 4 or less from the yard to your hand. So blue 7 Warlord. So this is your resource. You can cut down the Gecko to 3. I just trying the 4 out, but I think 4 is correct. But this is just resource management. They're all able to be summoned off the deck. And then this is your 1-drop Searcher, 1-drop Manipulator. This manipulates the top of your life. So, and then this is another Perona, but it is a 7 Warlord, so you can search it off the top, and I'll put it closer for you guys. The Buggy, you can put it on the top. It's a 2K as well, so very efficient. In my opinion, Buggy's better than Perona. Of course, Perona is really good in your opening hand, but Buggy's more consistent overall. What it does, but the Sengoku is insane in this deck. You start looping it with Law. Another crazy card. It's not very like OP, but it's Law. Law does create loops. As you guys know, you bounce a creature on your board, and your opponent's, or 2 on your board. So, card is crazy. It creates loops, and a card that could get banned. You could potentially ban this card. The deck has a lot of issues. And with the grinding, it's just a really important, really crucial card for the deck. Another resource, technically speaking, resource card. 2K. The rest of the 2Ks we'll just get them done with, which is the 4 Mihawks and the 3 Crocodile. We're running 11 2Ks. We don't have space for 12, but the Gecko can bring them back. So remember, it's kind of different. This deck's different in that sense. 2 Altar Puddings, beautiful card. You can cut it down to 1. It's a tech. Is it good? I don't know. It punishes certain people, but it's not good overall in the meta we're in, I feel. It's like I said, it's a game of creatures on board, not hand, but it could punish your opponent, and you can auto win the game off that. And then 4 Boas, best blocker in the game. Just literally manipulate the top of your card deck and add it on. So this card's 4-drop as a block, 6K. It's broken. And then 3 Jozus, great for the bouncing effect. Very similar to Law, but it's a 7K. And but like I said, it can hit 6, so it's really good against black, yellow in certain spots and other sticky decks that have sticky blockers and stuff like that. So great card. Is it cuttable? Most likely. maybe 2 or 1, but try to have at least 1 in your deck or 2 for when you see it. It does switch the tempo up a bit. So great tempo card. And then the last 2 card, we don't really play Perfumer right now because we don't really feel like we need it. It's a decent card, but the Raging Tiger, you could play 3 of these. It wouldn't hurt, but it is really good against your bad matchups, and the mirror match is horrible. For those that played Yu-Gi-Oh!, if you remember Dark World mirror match, it's pretty much like the Dark World mirror match. Is really, it's just so, it's so bad, bro. It's so bad. So that really helps in those scenarios. So that's it for the deck, you guys. Please comment down below if you have any decks you wanna cover. We are willing to do Pokemon, willing to do Yu-Gi-Oh! For you guys on the channel. And I think I'm gonna cook up some Blue Eye stuff for you guys on the next Friday deck. But any comments, any questions, anything you want, put down in the comments. Please make sure you sub because I want to get to that 1,000. And we are going to be doing a crazy gift to a lucky sub. Once we get to 1,000, we're going to have a video for that coming soon. So make sure you sub.